I know I, for one, have struggled with jealousy or envy. I noticed as I came into middle age, around sort of 40 plus, that it was kind of a new temptation for me. When I was in my 20s, my early 20s particularly, I was very carefree, happy-go-lucky, happy as Larry. But by the time I hit middle age, I began to think, as people do, the midlife crisis, what had I really achieved? And I looked over to my contemporaries, my friends. Some of them seemed to be doing better than I was, making more than I was, bigger house, better car, better income. And I struggled. I noticed I struggled with that in middle age. And even in my professional, my pastoral role as a preacher, I have struggled when I've gone to large conferences, for example, something like the Evangelical Ministry Assembly, which meets, well, I'm not exactly sure where it is now, but it was meeting in the Barbican last time I went. A big turnout of sort of Christian preachers from across the country. And there would be someone, a preacher better than me, clearly better than me at preaching, and younger than me, and better looking than me. And I felt that envy, that feeling of, grrr. And perhaps you too, as you think about the people around you in your workplace, colleagues or friends or people that you were a student with back. Now you look across to them and you see them and they seem to be doing better than you are. They have more than you do. Better house, car, and so forth. And maybe particularly as you go online, as you go onto your phone and you look at Instagram and Facebook, now there's a place, isn't it, for envy to thrive. And you see these wonderful lives, people representing their holidays in Barbados and whatever else they're doing. And they're great achievements, just written a book, so forth. And you're tempted to envy. It's a very common dynamic in everyday life, isn't it? Envy or jealousy, Instagram and so forth. And the Bible calls us, doesn't it, to fight those desires, those feelings that we have, actually to put them to death, to kill them. And we end up thinking, well, how can I do this? We can kind of understand the brothers here, can't we? They must have been bristling with envy as Jacob shared his dream, and as Joseph shared his dream, and as Jacob robed Joseph with that lovely multicolored or long-sleeved or ornate princely coat that he made only for Joseph and not for anyone else. He must have struggled and well, we know that it led to some terrible things later on. We'll come to that next week.